morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is December 11th, 2017, and today is Monday morning. So no economic news scheduled for today, but we've got a couple of things coming up later this week. And on the back of last week, let's see what's been happening in the market. So we're starting here with the Euro USD and bouncing nicely since last week of hitting a bottom of 117.33. We're trading at 117.78. So we're only about 50 pips above, our decline from last week, and that could be attributed to some short coverings and some of the news that came out for the non-farm payroll. Altogether, we're looking like we're turning our downwards trend here, and we may find ourselves trading within this range. So nothing to really jump out of me and say, okay, this is, it's going further down, it's going to test these lows, or it's going to go further up. What I can say is that if we do pair down to 117.59-ish level, that might be a good spot for me to pick it up in the anticipation that it's going to be a upside down head and shoulders. Okay, that would be one shoulder, this would be the head, and an anticipated further shoulder. So I would look for that. Let's see if that actually fruites for us, but keep an eye on this as this unfolds during the week. Now, looking at the GBP USD, it's been a rocky ride. We rallied last week to 135, then we retraced down to 133, and now we're trading at 134. So it's been really rocky for the GBP USD, and you can see here we're solidifying a little bit here and gaining some of our losses from last week. So, ultimately, also, I think it's really choppy. You might want to jump into it a little bit if you are long, to jump into it here because you are at the bottom of the range, and we have been range-bound trading since the beginning of December. So, ultimately, I think we're going to go into the end of the year like that, but we got to keep an eye on it to see how this unfolds. Looking at the USD Japanese yen, though, this is what is indicative of this type of trading, of trading in a range and buying the bottom of the range, selling the top of the range, and we're slowly closing in at this 114 level. As we do get closer to it, I would look to start pairing some shorts onto the positions because I don't think we're gonna break out from 114 anytime soon, but that that remains to be seen as this actually closes up. Looking at gold, we had a massive decline last week from 1293 from the beginning of the month all the way down to 1245. Okay, that's over a 50-point retracement for the gold. Now we look like we're consolidating here at 1249. Unless we really show ourselves some strength here, we could even further go down to the low 1200s. So keep an eye on that as that unfolds later in the week. Now we only have about 2.5 weeks left of trading for the year. And so sometimes, they pair the losses because they just want to show from year to year that it didn't make that much of a move. So keep that in mind. Looking at oil here, no surprises. Okay, very choppy as well. Pairing its losses, its gains last week, and then bouncing above it. So I just want to say we're choppy. Okay, there's no real indication that I think that we're going higher or lower at this stage, but I think we're going to be finding ourselves trading in a new range for the price of oil. So until it just really solidifies some sort of combination of some support and resistance, I think we're just going to be range bound trading for now, and I wouldn't jump into it until I see some sort of either breakout on the upside or breakdown on the downside for a correctional move. Now looking at the Dow Jones, we rallied into the end of last week, okay, up 100 points, and that happened mostly in the first hour of the trading, and that's on the back of the NFP. No surprises, it was positive. And all intents and purposes, we may go into the end of the year with a big bang. So keep an eye on that as well. The DAX liked it. Okay, looking at the DAX, we're trading at 13,160, and we're above this range. Okay, and I'd look actually to see if we do continue this trend up, and we may even see an end of the year rally for the DAX as well. So it's been faltering, it's been lagging versus the Dow Jones, but it could have a nice momentum move if it breaks out on the upside and continues this rally. Looking at the JSC, it looks like it's consolidating here as well, even though we we fell below this 52 200-ish level last week, and we look like we're bouncing off of it this morning. So let's just see how that unfolds as well. We're looking to rally into the end of the year for the equities market, and that's what you should be looking to do. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.